Whoa! Hey friends, welcome back to Arts and Crafts. As you can see, today we are going to make this super cute crochet headband. I've been obsessed with making and wearing these, perfect for it getting colder, so we're just gonna jump right into it. For materials, I am working with a chunky wool blend by Hue and Me. It is a level 5 bulky, and I will be using a 6.5mm hook. Besides that, all you are going to need is a sewing needle and some scissors. I also just want to mention that your finished product is really going to depend on the type of yarn that you choose. For this guy, you can see I went with the full cotton blend and it looks really crisp and clean and beautiful. Whereas this one, I did a felted yarn and it looks a little bit more muddy and less clean. So this is just something to keep in mind when you're picking your yarn for this project. But without further ado, we will jump right into it. We're going to start this project off with a slip knot. To do that, I hold my thumb on the second finger in the back, cross over to make an X. In the front, it'll make the 2. Taking my yarn hook under the first one, pulling the second one, removing my 2 fingers from the middle while holding these 2 strings, pull that, and you have a slip knot. We are now going to start with a chain that is long enough to reach around our whole head. So obviously, this will really depend on the size of your head and how tight you want the beanie to be. So your chains may be different than me, just make sure that it wraps nicely around your head. And once you are happy with your desired length, chain an extra one to keep the length, and then chain 2, 3 of total. Now we're going to be working half double crochets all the way back. From the third chain from the hook, so 1, 2, 3 into this guy, we're going to yarn over, but we're only working in the back loop. So 1, 2, 3 here, but we're going to flip it, yarn over, through that back loop, pull up the 3, and then pull all 3. Yarn over into the next one. So we've just done into there, so now we're going into here. We're gonna flip it into the back loop, yarn over, and again, I'll show you one more time. Yarn over, there's the second one, flip to the back, through, and yarn over. And you're just going to do that all the way down to the other side of the chain, over, through the back, and pull through all. And here we are finishing up our last 2 chains, working into the back loops all the way. So you can see we have one final chain, into that final corner, you are now going to chain 2, turn your work, and we're just working the half double crochets all the way back. So as you can see, right into this first one here, into that back loop only, yarn over, through, half double crochet, all the way back along for our second row. And here we are finishing up that second row, just working into those back loops. See here, you want to work all the way down to the end. So we have 2 more to do. This is going to help keep it straight. You want to make sure you're getting every loop. See, one more through there. And we have officially made 2 rows. I'll start one off with you one more time. As always, chain 2, turn your work. As you can see we chain 2, so not into those 2, into this first half double crochet down here, back loop only, and we are working the half double crochets all the way along. We are currently on row 3, and we are going to need a total of 11 rows. So I'm going to go away and continue to work this up, and I will come back when I have 11 rows. This is what it is looking like. I ended up doing 8 rows. I want to make this one just a little bit smaller. I can show you the difference. Not very much difference in that sizing. So once you finish that last chain of the half double crochet, you're not going to chain 2. You're just going to leave that loop. Then you are going to take some yarn. You want enough to sew in the ends. I usually do about 2 or 3 layers across. Cut that. Pull this loop out so we can tie this off. Then you're going to tie your sewing needle onto the end there. I'm going to explain this the best I can. Very easy. We're going to take this and fold it in half. Then holding both ends up like this, you're going to take the right hand and you're going to twist it like that. Easy way to do it, fingers pointing away from you. Take your right hand towards the middle, fingers pointing to you. Now you're going to take those and line them all up. Now we are just going to take this yarn. We're just going to be working in and out, and we want to be making sure that we're working into all four. So I'm going to start over in this corner, make sure I'm going through that second, third, and then fourth, and pull. I'm going to go back and pull. And I'm just going to work this all the way along and making sure to work all the way down into the corners. And once you're happy with that, you're not going to do anything with the string and the yarn needle, just set that aside. We are now going to turn this the right way around, twisting. And as you can see, this is what we're working with. Twist it out. See, I'm just twisting like that. And this would be why I did not want to cut this string yet. I'm now going to, see how these come apart because we just did there. I'm now going to start working in and out this way, in and out, like one under here, and then connect it to there and go up. See, and like that, I want to connect, so I'm going to go through. And we'll do one in the next chain over to really secure that. So that bottom is looking great. Now I'm going to work my way over to get to the top and do the same up through that one. And pull that. That is already so much better, see? And that is what you're going to want it to look like. I like to end, so the first string that I started with is next to this string, so I can tie those off. Now, there are many ways of sewing in your ends. All I do, I guess we'll turn this inside out to make it easier. Take my hook and work that down a little bit. You want it to end in the back. And do the same thing with the other one. And again, trying to work it so both strings are going to end up close to each other. And since this is the inside, all I'm going to do is tie them off together. Do this a bunch of times for safety. And then just cut it close. This is going to be the inside of the hat anyway. And just like that, flip her inside out. And there you have it. A cute little headband. Let's try it on. I should have probably done this before I put my hair up. And this is how it is looking. Yeah, even with the 8 rows, it fits perfectly on my ears and is a little less bulky. So that is obviously personal preference. This one covers more of your head, obviously stay warmer. I really love how this turned out. This is such an easy project. I did this in under 2 hours. And honestly, if I was trying to be fast, probably quicker. An easy DIY project. Thank you guys so much for getting this far in this video. I hope you found it informative. Please leave it down below if there's any other creations you would like to see me make. I would love to see your creations. Please tag me. And until next time, peace!